so this is the very first of hopefully many. Bubblegum podcast. Probably will work on that later. For today's episode, I'll be your host, Facundo, but I usually go by Jacob. And introduce yourselves, boys.
Hey, man, I'm Nicholas Rodriguez Fernandez.
Hey, I'm Kevin, and some people call me the Professor, but that's another story. We'll get to that later.
Professor Bach.
Yeah.
So I bet you boys are wondering why I gathered you guys today. Today we're gonna be talking about. I know that you guys have been born around like late '90s, early 2000s.
The best time to be.
So we're gonna talk about. So today's gum flavor essentially would be a topic about nostalgia. That'd be TV, things that we used to do as kids, games, that sort of thing.
The good shit. Yes.
I'm just gonna start off with cartoon nostalgia. Let's start off with Cartoon Network. I feel like some of us have been introduced to cartoons through Cartoon Network first.
Yep. Toonami.
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Toonami counts.
Toonami was like
For those that couldn't go to sleep.
Yeah, but also Toonami was like the first real kind of, I guess, programming that got me into anime. Because
Dragon Ball Z, I'm guessing.
Dragon Ball Z, Bleach,
Naruto.
Naruto.
Hamtaro. That's one that got me.
Dude, that was in a different channel. That was not in
that was
Cartoon
in
Network.
Toonami.
For me, it was like in Kids WB at some point.
But they also played in Toonami like later on.
Toonami had the Hellboy movies.
Dude, with Ron Perlman.
Yes,
man, I love it.
So
I love it.
But I remember Cartoon Network because that was always my favorite to go to. I was literally telling my best friend because like him and I've known him since like kindergarten. It's like I have somewhere in my room. I have the premiere episode of Chowder.
Oh, yes.
On a VHS because like I didn't want to miss the premiere, but we had to go to mass, so I recorded it on a VHS. So I had that whole premiere. That's how long ago it was.
God damn.
Just so you guys all know that's how old we feel. We're in instant pain every single time we see a kid that basically says, that used to be a thing you guys watched.
No, it was just worse like, what was that?
No, you know what? Matter of fact, I don't like the fact that they've remade some of the older shows.
Don't get me started with
Jesus Christ.
Teen Titans Go.
Jesus,
dude.
don't get me started.
I don't mind Teen Titans Go.
Really?
Because it's whatever. It's just a funny, goofy show.
I mean, I have no problem with the comedy. It's just that you took a show that was really good when it first started back in our time.
Yeah, 2006,
it's just
2006 or 7.
The thing is just it's different. It's not trying to be serious. It did the reverse of Ninja Turtles where it went goofy then serious, and then from serious to goofy.
The Netflix movie of that show was really pretty good in my opinion. The Rise of the Ninja Turtles. Don't know if you guys saw it.
I saw that on premiere day on Nickelodeon.
Dude,
which one? You talking about the animated
version? It was the
one
that came out on Netflix. That was like the first ever Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie where they went against Crane. And it was like the one from like the new Nickelodeon show, not the CGI one, but like the cartoon one.
I've seen
like the 2003 one.
Not the 2003 one. Like, this was like 2018 or 19.
No, but like the animation was like from 2003 because I remember that being the finale of the 2003 show.
That one, yes.
Because it was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Fast forward, and then they had another variation of the show where they went back to present.
Yeah. And
then it was Rise because it was like the 50th anniversary of the Turtles.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why you saw like the comics version of those versions.
But yeah,
I feel like for cartoons, I feel like because we grew up with shows that had plot development,
also trauma.
Trapped on a trauma. Yeah, because the thing is, when I look at like the old school Teen Titans, like from 2008, I'm like, that's good. Like it explored a lot of dark themes.
Yeah. A lot of things that kids would not understand, but teenagers would be like, "That's totally me."
Oh my god,
I get it.
But that's what Cartoon Network was kind of about. It was kind of like your big boy phase, like because nobody watched Ed, Ed and Eddie like that.
No one ever did.
Nobody.
No. Like I'm saying, like a day. Like I loved Ed, Ed and Eddie. One of my favorite pastimes was like making pizza from scratch and then watching Ed, Ed and Eddie.
Dude.
Because it just had this vibe of like summer and
True, but I got into it eventually later on I rewatched like an episode. I forgot how I rewatched it. Maybe YouTube.
There's probably reruns in Cartoon Network at the time. Probably.
Maybe via YouTube or Cartoon Network.
Because like YouTube, remember YouTube wasn't like that new. YouTube was still pretty new at the time.
True.
Because it came out in like the mid 2000s, I think. 2009,
2008.
Yeah, so it was still pretty new.
Anyway, but Ed, and Eddie had like a lot of adult like jokes.
Yeah.
That I didn't get to like much later. I'm like, oh, that's that's what they were talking about.
I think what's great is that like the fan base of that show, like there's I'm trying to remember the name of the YouTube channel that does now, but they made a sequel series where they're now like adults.
For
Ed and Eddie.
Really?
What?
Yeah, and like it's fan made, animated. They have like 2 episodes out, but it's really really good. Like I'm like watching, I'm just like it has that same vibe.
Yeah.
Where it's just like nothing is happening, but everything is happening.
They're all old as hell, but just nothing changed.
No, but yeah, like it's like
Double
D.
A con artist.
Yeah, like Double D's having like an existential life crisis. He's like, why are we smoking weed and doing all this stuff? Like I want to get out of here. I'm better than this.
Yeah.
You know, and Ed is just like.
Yeah,
I don't know if you guys remember, but you guys remember like back in the time where Cartoon Network was like really getting popular, like in the summertime.
Yes.
I could have been the only one that's seen this, but they would have this universe that they created called the Cartoon Network universe.
Yes, I guess where the bumpers were like they'll be like in movie theaters in the cities.
It'd be called the Cartoon Network City. Like they still have that on YouTube if you look at it.
Yeah.
They still have like little like reruns from like when it started all the way to like the moment finale of like, hey, we're done with this, but. The moment I saw that, I'm just waiting for like it to say like up next it's Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Oh.
Then later it's Ed and Eddie. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot this is no longer a thing. This is all gone.
Oh, but a cartoon that was
disintegrating.
A cartoon that was worth waiting for another season was Samurai Jack.
Dude, hell yeah.
That was worth the wait. That was worth the wait.
I'm pretty sure every kid just like sat by the TV and said, "It's Friday morning. I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna watch some Samurai Jack."
Yeah, because the games were also pretty fun.
But like they were also like, it's not like when you go watch Disney Channel. It's not like Timon and Pumbaa just like singing and dancing like.
We'll get into that one.
No,
we'll get into that
one. Like those were very like mature shows. Even Powerpuff Girls.
Dude,
there's blood.
The intro alone, you just see them kicking ass, and you just see missing tooth, blood, a black eye, and you're like, Christ!
This is Powerpuff Girls. What is happening?
This is for kids, right?
Like Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends also had like those deep.
It was basically literally just about imaginary friends, but you replace it with just it's basically talking about orphanages.
Pretty much.
But you're just replacing it with like imaginary friends. You're just like, Jesus Christ.
Schizophrenia. I just thought.
I mean,
it's just schizophrenia. Like poor Max just imagined the whole damn thing.
I mean, you're not lying.
Oh, Madam Foster just imagine it all. She lives in this mansion by herself.
So many
dementia,
about
like dementia type thing. But honestly, like Nick, you're not wrong because that's what I got when I first started watching the show. And the funny thing is, the movie that they had with it.
Oh, yeah. Will.
Yeah.
With Will, yeah.
We had to see like his backstory of how he lost his like messed up eye, his arm was busted.
Oh.
Dude, that really got really interesting.
Like that's the thing, like that's why I prefer Cartoon Network over the other. Like don't get me wrong, I love SpongeBob and Patrick. I love
Nickelodeon. I mean, if I had to make a tier list of like siblings, I would say Nickelodeon is like the older, cooler brother. That Nickelodeon would essentially be like the middle brother.
Okay, so Cartoon Network.
Yeah, Cartoon Network would be the oldest brother.
So Nickelodeon's the middle.
Nickelodeon would be Nickelodeon would be the young brother that would want to be like the older brother. Like he wants to be cool. Disney Channel is the younger sister who basically thinks she's super cool. And yeah, she's cool at times, but not all the time.
Yeah, because Disney Channel had some cartoons to where I'm just like, all right. I'm like, all right, it's interesting.
What are you doing to me?
Like I like those cartoons, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Like, those are great. But if you're looking for story, if you're looking for, like, a little more raunch.
Oh, yeah, go to Cartoon Network.
Cartoon Network.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm pretty sure, like,
we could rewatch Cartoon Network shows.
Dude, that would be...
And just be okay with it.
Yeah.
Like, I tried watching, like, an old Disney Channel show not too long ago. I was just like, it hurt.
Jake Long Erasure.
Oh. Jake Long? You mean like American Dragon?
Erasure?
Oh.
That one I feel like is hilarious, especially if you know what the grandpa's saying. It's hilarious.
I mean, the thing is, that show was awesome.
What the hell is he saying? Because I don't know.
He would have like moments where he would speak Japanese. Yeah. He would speak Chinese. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he would speak Chinese, but what you have to understand is what he's saying is something you can't say on a kid's show.
Oh, that is smart,
well,
dude.
Spill the beans.
That is smart.
Well, basically...
Make this an exclusive.
So, basically...
All the people out there are adults.
Yes.
They should know by now.
Basically, he was saying, what the hell is going on? What the hell are you doing? Like, okay.
It was just hell.
Well, sometimes.
I'm pretty sure he would say. I'm pretty sure he would say fuck.
Because
at one point.
Okay, because I remember feeling growing up watching like regular show and Cartoon Network. It's like, oh my god, they said crap.
Dude, the first time I saw that, I was like, is this how adults feel when you watch Adult Swim?
I was watching.
He said crap.
Which is weird. At that point, I've been watching like Family Guy for so long. Like when I saw Mordecai Rigby be like crap, I'm like.
So you guys can see curse words.
I was like, oh.
I think for me...
I felt raunchy. I felt dirty.
For me, regular show was that show to where it's like, holy fuck, I hope I don't end up like that.
Dude, well, hold on. What do you mean by that?
As in, no.
I don't want to work in a park and I just don't do anything with my life.
Yeah, that. But also considering the movie, it's like, I really do hope I don't have a friend that screws me out of college.
Yes.
And hopefully I'm not 20, hopefully I'm not 30 by the time I'm still at this job.
Exactly.
No, like the moment because I remember seeing regular show first time it came out.
Yeah.
And then I went to HBO Max. Even though they have reruns, they have that one. They have like its sibling show Close Enough, which really cool show. But I don't want to get too sidetracked with that one. But I highly recommend it. It's a pretty cool show. It's made by the same guy who did regular show.
Oh yeah, but it's like the adult version.
It's the adult version of people in their 30s or 40s.
Which I was gonna say because I was gonna bring that up. That's what I love about the regular show. Yeah. Over that show. Like, that show, he was allowed to make all the adult jokes. He was allowed to say what he wanted to say. But with regular show, it was funnier because you had to be so smart to find ways to make these jokes.
You had to
be intelligent. You had to
infer a lot when it came to things like the sodas, the
There's
wings.
Literally an episode called Naked Pops where Pops is just straight up naked. They don't show it. They just show the top parts of him and just Mordecai's reaction. You're just like,
like bubbles around him, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. But as an adult, you're like, oh, I get it. He saw the whole thing. But because it's technically a kid's show, you can't show the whole damn thing.
No, but like the amount of jokes that like they got away with on that show.
Oh, yeah.
That like there's no way you could pass on.
Yeah, there's a lot of shows, and like I think Nickelodeon had like one show they just said, if we do this, we can only do one episode, or they just do something inappropriate.
A certain documentary came out where it says otherwise.
They got away. That one's for a later time.
We're talking about nostalgia.
We're talking about nostalgia, not prison.
Yeah.
That's where nostalgia became trauma for me. I'm like, I can't watch this show because I met Drake Bell. I was like, now I'm just like, oh, buddy. I wish I hugged you more. Yeah, said I love you.
My precious boy.
Let me see. Another
my little flap check. I'm sorry.
I would definitely say, if you could think of like your favorite, I'm just going to go from like one network from the other. Cartoon Network, if you could think of one of your favorite shows, just one, which one would you be? Which one would it be?
Oh, that's a hard question.
If you had to think of one.
Oh, shit.
See,
Robot Boy was a good one.
That's the funny thing. You tell anyone that was in the 2000s, no one would know about it, and you're like, you have to be a true.
You don't know. Wait, yeah,
dude, for real?
Yeah. No, you just unlocked like that memory for me.
Yeah, it's that one memory in the back of your skull that just opens up.
It was a good show.
You said the code words, the secret, like.
It was a good
It's your Russian sleeper agent. You just wake up and start speaking Russian.
It was a good show because I'm like, yo, that's cool. You have a kid reaches out to a scientist and he actually brings him like a prototype of a robot. It's like, yo, that's fucking cool.
The fact that he has like parents and he actually wants to go to school. That's what kills me.
That's hilarious. Thing is, I found that kind of funny because I'm like, why the hell would a robot go to school? You know everything practically.
And then years later, freaking Nickelodeon would say, "Oh, we're gonna make that show. It's called My Life as a Teenage Robot."
Yes,
bro.
And it's gonna do the exact same crap.
Yes.
Just as a teenager, except he probably wasn't kindergarten or elementary. She's gonna go to high school.
There's a lot of shows with like we're people in disguise.
Oh,
we're disguised as people going to school, like Invader Zim.
Invader Zim was one that just killed me.
loved Invader Zim.
It was.
I met her.
It had its.
Because it's the same guy that does I forgot his. Well, Invader Zim is Billy. Yeah. Which he does. Richard Horvitz. He does the voice of Billy.
Yeah, he does the voice of Billy, but he also does the voice of. If you guys seen A Hell of a Boss, he also does the voice of Moxie.
Yes. He also does something in Hazbin Hotel.
He did a few like cameo voices that he did because also like he knows Vizzy Pop, so probably like he would come in as like a Stan Lee.
Yeah. There was. Oh my God. There was another show. Ren Stimpy.
Ren and Stimpy was definitely like...
No, Rocko's Modern Life, that's it. That's what I was looking at.
You're like looking through the computer.
Rocko's Modern Life.
Because he was Rocko's Modern Life.
Yes,
But dude. Rocko's Modern Life and Ren and Stimpy, like, that's really the 90s.
You have to go deep undercover of 90s.
No, listen. I think one of the most obscure shows from the 90s, Cow and Chicken.
Yes.
Dude, that if you did not watch that in Cartoon Network... I don't know if you guys remember.
That is prime Cartoon Network.
They would have it in Boomerang. Like it was the brothers show of Cartoon Network.
Listen, I don't know if you've been on Boomerang recently, but Boomerang is just our shows.
I've stopped because I don't have it.
I was at a hospital because
Best way to open it up. I was at a hospital and I saw God.
Well, I was in a hospital because the government and and they were playing Boomerang on the TV, and I was just like, oh, what do they have on Boomerang nowadays? It's like Teen Titans. I was like, what?
Yeah, it's not like Teen Titans Go. It's the real thing.
No, it's like Teen Titans, like Ed, Edd, and Eddy. Chowder. I'm like, stop it. No.
You're making me cry.
Don't do this to me.
For me...
The bones start aching more. I'm like,
For me, Boomerang, at least growing up for me, like, I would sometimes see Duck Dodgers on there.
No, I'm sorry, no.
Duck Dodgers.
Hell yes, dude. Hell yes.
Listen, it was Duck Dodgers, and then you sometimes had the Flintstones, which again, to me...
Who hasn't seen them?
If you tell that to kids now, they're going to look at you sideways. Like,
no, they're like, oh, you mean the gummies, right? Like,
they'll say the gummies, or they'll say like, oh, like the new...
The Cocoa Pebbles.
They'll say Cocoa Pebbles, but when I went into... Because I wanted to do research of like Cartoon Network, like how it is nowadays.
Oh,
and
it doesn't exist anymore.
No, they revamped Flintstones with Pebble and Bam Bam being sort of like, Pebbles is now intelligent, Bam Bam is sort of like her sidekick, and they reimbursed it.
Well, they had a show, I want to say late 90s, where it was just...
Pebbles and Bam Bam show.
Yeah, but like it's like when they're older and stuff like that.
Yeah, that was the movie that they did of Flintstones where I'm guessing...
They had it as a show too.
Did they?
Yeah.
Because the one I remember was...
Because I remember that was playing Boomerang at some point.
Yeah.
Because I was talking to my ex about that. Because she remember watching the race car Hanna-Barbera show.
Oh yeah, Wacky Racers.
Yes.
And I'm a textbook of half of this crap, so...
Fucking Hanna-Barbera has my heart, man. That is
yes.
The classic Scooby-Doo show.
Oh yeah. The good.
You just hear the laugh track every single time. You're like, I can't believe that was actually funny.
As a kid, I'd be like, how did he do that?
Right.
Where are these people coming from?
Right. The other thing is the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. That was light. That was
just in the background, just going, hell yes.
That was light horror.
That was peak. That was peak amazement.
No horror.
That was light horror.
I think I know where you're going with this, but I want to know where you're probably going with this.
Courage, the Cowardly Dog Show, starring Courage, the Cowardly Dog.
Courage,
he was raised as a pup. He was found by Muriel.
Yeah. Stupid dog. Courage the Cowardly Dog. That was nightmare fuel on a goddamn.
Basically, Grim Adventures was basically sort of like, it was sort of like that cool drink that you want to drink, but if you want to take the drug, that was Courage the Cowardly Dog. That was a real
acid,
Courage.
Bro. Fuck that.
Like,
half the fucking time.
Grim Adventures was just like fucking weed.
If I had to go to SuperCon,
Courage was straight up LSD.
If I had to go to SuperCon and they were selling like the paintings of that show, of like the horrifying shit, I would buy one specifically, and it would be the Violin Girl.
That was crazy.
I would buy that and put it on my wall, dude. That painting would be awesome.
There's one episode that lives. Well, there's many episodes that live in my head, but there's the one I think about almost every fucking day. It is my version of the Roman Empire. It is the one because it's
Was it the banana episode?
No, it's the guy with the oval face, and he's like, "Fantasy fly."
Dude, my God.
Fantasy fly.
I looked at him years later and said, "This is how cults get started." You just have a weird round-shaped faced dude just going in your screen, just going, "Buy fantasy fun, buy taxes,
vote for me, Don Show."
Media in a goddamn nutshell, basically.
Go to Taco Bell at 5 a.m. and get our Doritos.
Baja Blast.
That's more for
Yes.
That's more for
That's how they get you.
It's like we got fried up, and I was like, "Oh fuck."
Oh,
Slowly
slowly
going into the commercials.
It was there was another one growing up that kind of just had me like, yo, what the fuck? This is like kind of cool, but also kind of weird. What was it?
Wait, from what show? Is it still Courage or
No. Same network.
Same Cartoon Network.
But just another show. What was it?
That like freaked you out?
Kind of, but not.
Which
really.
Cartoon Network show hasn't freaked us out when we were kids?
That's true.
Like Billy and Mandy, Ren and Stimpy at times, and then slowly got into Johnny Test and whatnot.
Oh, Dexter's Laboratory.
Fuck yes,
You want to know something funny
Gendy
about-
Torakaski?
Yes.
Hell yes.
So I went to Portugal, like when I was like, I had to have been like 9 or 8.
Yeah.
And I went to Portugal, and like, on my last day there, we were in this hotel before we had to fly off.
Yeah.
We were there for 2 nights. Cartoon Network will only show from 8:30 to like 8:40. It was like some
8:40 in the morning?
No, like at night. It was like only this weird small time period. Because I remember we'll put on Cartoon Network because hotel TVs had Cartoon Network. We'll watch it.
Okay.
It'll play the intro of Dexter's Lab, and then it'll switch to porn. And I was like,
What the fuck?
That is so strange.
I would have loved to have that type of channel happen to me. You mean just going like, is this a new episode?
my mom had to go to the she was like, what the fuck's happening? She's like, Cartoon Network, what is that? But it was like such a, like, I feel like gaslit almost because like they were like lying to me. I'm like, no, I saw Dexter's Lab and then I saw an asshole in my face.
I
These
saw
are
the
not
episode.
same.
I saw the episode where Dexter's mom took off her tits and her dad was riding her. That was the only episode that never aired again.
Oh my god, I got so let's bring it back to those days.
Which brings up some stuff that I need to cover up, right?
All right.
No, but you guys still haven't answered my question. Favorite Cartoon Network shows. It had to be one show from Cartoon Network that was like your favorite one.
Favorite.
Okay.
Like your most favorite one that you would sit down every single weekend, Saturday mornings, you would always watch it every single time.
That's the thing, because I did that with all of them. Like
If you had to pick one,
because I did that with
Codes
Codes and Kids Next Door. I did.
That was a holy Bible for us.
That was
That was a holy Bible.
I would watch that all day and not and never be bored.
Oh my god, 16.
16.
Life is sweet, they're growing up so fast.
They had it on YouTube, the whole thing.
No, every time it would be like in like the afternoon. That's when they would show that show. 16.
I remember seeing 16 for the first time. It was a zombie episode.
That was on Halloween, I think. 'Cause they would do like Halloween specials.
Yeah, it was a zombie episode, and I got super fucking scared. I was like, I love this show.
Halloween episodes, dude. In Cartoon Network.
K&D would be that one show from Cartoon Network that I would just be like.
The movie is what really killed me.
Yes.
The movie is where I looked at it and said, how did I not get blown away that they actually did this?
It was a plot twist done right.
Dude, number one's like, spoiler alert for like anyone that hasn't seen this film, like
it's masterpiece.
But dude,
but man. It makes sense because it's. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, did you see like the pilot of the sequel series they tried? K&D
like as
in
adults.
Space. No, in space.
I think I have.
It was like Cookie and number 4. Number 3, number 4.
Number 4, and then you have like number 1, like he's the leader now of like the kids next door in space.
Yeah, because it was like number 5 was the one that was the leader.
Then she went back to being like the leader again for the K&D.
I like how K&D is written,
dude. It feels like it was written by a kid.
Yeah, because watch this. For a lot of kids, they look at adults and teenagers as like these people that are just like, okay,
you're the enemy.
You're the enemy, right? But then the older you get, you kind of realize, okay, no, like they're saying this for a reason.
Well, like that's what I like about Cartoon Network over the others is like where the others felt like they were talking down to kids, like dumbing it down for us. Cartoon Network's like, we're gonna speak to you like one-on-one.
We're literally gonna like sit you down, and you're basically gonna.
It's that one uncle that's like, bro, let me sit you down real quick.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
look at Dexter's mom's ass. Tell me you don't want to tap that right now.
Whoa, now.
That's why.
Look at the Powerpuff Girls teacher, man. The lower half. Oh shit. But we'll get into that one later. That was gonna be an interesting topic.
But yeah, to answer your question, Codename Kids Next Door.
Hell yeah, dude.
All day.
For me. Because I'm gonna wait for Nick. I know he's looking through like the list of Cartoon Network.
I'm doing my like Rolodex.
You're like scrolling like every single episode.
Like I've watched all of these shows religiously, like because I was a Cartoon Network's bitch.
Dude, hell yeah, who wasn't?
Who wasn't?
Dude, like the game that I was in the game that he had where everyone can jump in, where there's like the whole world in there.
I can't remember, but I know which one you're talking about.
I think it's like
Project Cartoon Network, I think it was called or something.
Project Cartoon Network, but
Universe Falling, something like that.
Like Cartoon Fall, I think.
It was something like that.
Something like that. It was very interactive.
We had a piece of device that could know the knowledge of these things.
Yeah.
But I remember playing that as soon as it like was launched and like just playing with everyone and going through the different levels and different worlds. It was like Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
For Cartoon Network. Just put Cartoon Network. Oh,
that's
Heroes.
what it's called. Yes.
Heroes. Yes.
No, Fusion Fall. It was called Fusion Fall.
It was
called Fusion Fall, dude. I remember that. Yeah, they would like hype it up so much. You get into the website, you're like, oh, it's just like it's sort of like a My Sims in a way, but like you get to do like explode things. You get to go to the universe of Cartoon Network. And
I wonder if that server still works.
It shut down.
I think that shit's gone.
No, it shut down in 2020, 2019.
God damn it. They have to get rid of all the cool stuff, man. They have to get rid of all the cool stuff.
Who else was playing at that point?
Well, like, other than us.
We all grew up. Like, there was no other reason to play.
We had to grow.
We grew up.
I mean...
What happened to you? I grew up.
Because, like the last show I remember, like, really invested in Cartoon Network was Adventure Time. Because even when Gumball came out...
Adventure Time was still one of, like, the high points of Cartoon Network.
That was his peak.
Peak?
Whoa. Like it was still like it was in the flavor.
I think like Adventure Time and Steven Universe was like the end.
Dude,
of
that was the end of an era.
That was the end of the whole Cartoon Network like prime.
I'm not gonna lie to you. The first time I saw Steven Universe, I didn't get it at first.
Yep.
The first time, but then I said, no what. Let me thug this out. Let me just watch. Let me thug this out.
Let me thug Steven Universe out. That sounds so dirty.
Right.
What are you doing to Steven?
Let me just ride this out. Let me just see what goes on.
Let's not talk about that with a little boy. Maybe this is the wrong show.
Anyway.
We're going to ride it out.
Point is, I said, okay, let me just give it a chance because the first time I didn't get it. The more I started to watch, I'm like, okay, this is good. It was better than I thought it was.
See, that's the problem with me. I just hate that I stopped because when I first started watching it at first, I'm with Kevin. I didn't get it at first either. Slowly over time, I started having people telling me like, "Oh, it's a really good show. You should watch it. You should watch it."
What I realized is the first season is very episodic based.
It's a slow burn.
Well, it's technically like an anime trope. Like it's a slow.
Well, because the first couple of episodes, like they're not really that intertwined. But in this,
they're introducing the world.
As soon as they become more
well known.
Well, no, they start weaving the story together, and you start need to watch the episode prior to understand what is happening.
Yeah, right.
In the next episode, like when you start getting that bigger picture idea, you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah,
how far we've come.
Yeah, because
this is so serious. And then you watch Steven Universe Future, where he's dealing with like depression. You're like, oh my god.
Yeah,
I'm the same age as him.
Because it's relatable. That's why people liked it so much. And honestly, that's the kind of shit you need to make. It's relatable shit. Because honestly, I feel like now cartoons are too focused on the comedy versus an actual story.
Well, one show
depends on who's creating it.
Cartoons are not made for us anymore. Like we have Rick and Morty.
I think there's like one show that to me, I think I might be the only person, but. This one
Cartoon
show.
Network's just making it just
no. It's just one Cartoon Network show that it started right when like Adventure Time was starting off. Steven Universe was taking off, but this is a show that started showing you like what the future of Cartoon Network was, and that's Amazing World of Gumball. In my opinion, was pretty good. I thought it was pretty good. That was well comedic.
I would say the later episodes were more comedic, like because they were able to get a lot. They were able to get away with a lot more, and and then. The very end, they did like this like fourth wall break, and it affected Adult Swim.
Oh yeah.
Where like it started you start seeing because they're not gonna reboot the show and make a movie for Gumball.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, because that's the whole point. That's why like they sort of like because they're gonna put it on Adult Swim. I think.
I think for like reruns.
Well, no, I think that's where the sequel is going. Like this next series because like that because they started adding like the little glitches that happened in like the last episode or movie.
Well, I mean, like they also see like there's like fans of Gumball that they kind of want to be like, hey, let's just put this into like Adult Swim because
that's insane. Like I love that so much.
Speaking of Adult Swim, what were some?
Wait, but hold on. Before we, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but before we get into the Adult Swim, favorite show on Cartoon Network for me, I'm gonna say Chowder. I would say that would be the show I would always tune in.
That is my favorite stoner
comedic of all time. I would say like, if you're stoner or not stoned, it's still a damn good
hilarious.
Show.
Freaking not Mung Schnitzel, but my
they're
favorite
named after food.
That's what kills me. That's what kills me. That was like every kid in my like elementary or middle school would always sing that song. Like every time they would have like a girl come up to you, she has a crush on you, you would just instantly yell, "I'm not your boyfriend!" And you would just be like, "Yep, you watch his Chowder."
The Flapjack, by the way.
Oh yeah,
right next to that show.
Flapjack is next to Courage of creepy levels, dude.
Yeah, it is.
The one thing I gotta give Kenny props for this one. It's the little kid in the sailor uniform looking up to Flapjack going like, "You win!" And he's just like, "You need to grow up. Grow up. I'm 38 years old." Actually looks at him like super horrid and disfigured. He smiles very creepily. You're just like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That show was messed up.
The dog flipping one that like
that was
Captain Knuckles.
Yes.
He's like, you might have had like, you know, the whale and flap fool, but you're not gonna get like he just flips. Oh my god.
It's so interesting.
I would say Chowder, but if I really have to go down the list of top 5, one of them was Hi Hi Puffy Amiyumi.
Yes, that's
the moment I saw them on the computer, I'm like, yes,
that's an OG. That's
fuck yeah, dude.
That's not a name I've heard in many movies.
It's right there. If you look at the camera.
I've been looking at it, but I did not. I was like, what is the name of that show?
Just for the record, I have not been looking at the computer. Like this is based off of like memory.
I'm just like looking at it. That's why I'm trying to bring back something I can remember.
No, because I'm looking at because I also remember Cat and Dog.
That was on Nickelodeon for a fact. Yeah.
That's right. That was Nickelodeon.
That was never
Camp Lazlo. Where was that one?
Camp Lazlo was
Cartoon Network.
Dude, one show.
Boy Scouts in a goddamn nutshell.
I know some Latinos here.
Have you seen the last episode of Camp Lazlo?
I've heard of it, and I've seen bits of it, yes.
What's the name of the camp counselor?
Camp Counselor Lupus, I think his name was.
Rumpus.
Camp Counselor Lupus.
Rumpus.
I think it was Camp Counselor Rumpus, yes.
Rumpus.
Well, you find out that he's not really the camp counselor.
Oh yeah,
there's a theory about it,
and it's the guy from fucking
Heifer.
Modern Life.
Heifer.
Yes, it's Heifer.
Yeah.
He's like
all shaved, older.
He's like all shaved. He's like he's had me kidnapped for so long.
He's had me kidnapped for 30 years.
Yes, I'm just like what a bold way to end the show. Like this character.
It's Camp Lazlo. Of course, it's gonna end very insane.
I know, but that's where it ends. It just stops there. I'm just like,
yeah, that's a good way.
Yeah. Okay, so that was the last episode. Wow. Yeah, because again, like you never questioned if he was actually.
There was no hints.
Yeah,
because he was so stiff to the rules. Like
you just assumed that he was the camp counselor.
Well, he also said it's also his name is Camp Counselor Lupus.
But then when you like find out the plot twist, you're like, oh crap, dude.
Yeah.
Like
one show. This is for all my Latins out there. If you saw Cartoon Network, you definitely saw this show. Just pointing. He's pointing at another friend of ours.
She looks like Coco.
That's not the to not cause a fight. Mucha Lucha.
Oh yes.
I knew it was gonna get you. I knew it.
I had
Ricochet rolling pinball.
The flea, dude.
Oh my god,
the flea.
I had the little fucking figures.
The action figures when they came out. Yes, dude. Like the figures were so cool.
Ricochet, the flea, Buena something. Oh god, what's the other one?
I don't think it was Buenas noches. I can't remember what her name was.
Do you remember the names?
He's just trying to ask her.
You're doing great.
I have a computer. I can look it up, guys.
Yeah. It's like Ricochet's rolling pinball. Bro, I remember that show. That was.
Dude, like their power moves would kill me, dude.
They had a game on Cartoon Network. based off of that?
Megawatt?
Yeah,
Megawatt.
Megawatt
would be his name. I can't remember.
What are these fonts that they're using for the names? Like, oh my god.
I cannot understand these fonts, dude. These fonts are horrifying.
Oh my god.
What is up with these fonts,
Whoa,
man?
Wait, what is... Oh, we go up? What is it? Oh no.
No, we're not seeing the right thing here.
No.
No, dude, Mucha Lucha, dude. Dude, every time that I would hear that title, you cannot tell me at the moment you're in Cartoon Network, one show finishes up, and then randomly, you would not know it's coming up. You just hear Mucha Lucha, and tell me you're not that one kid that would just say the theme song.
I would.
Like you would not sing it like you're just like watching like the WWE.
I would. I'm guilty of that, to be honest with you.
That show is
it looks so well made in my opinion. The mask, the costumes, the character design.
movie that they made with it, bro.
Dude, the movie. In my opinion, here's the thing, a little background of my youth that you guys do not know of is that I went to a summer camp when I was, I think it was about like 6 or 7 at the time. Uh-huh. I went to this summer camp. The summer camp was so cool because when you go into like the main lobby that we would have, it would be a huge lobby. Mm-hmm. Like it would have like, chairs, like lazy chairs and everything. And they would have a projector. Mm-hmm. And this projector was connected to the TV system itself. So you like change the channel. Yeah. They would stick it to Cartoon Network 24/7, and I swear to God, it was heaven. Because every time I come into that camp, I would just hear Mucha Lucha. I'm like, I just walked in, and we're gonna watch Mucha Lucha. Dude, I would just sit down and just watch episodes of Mucha Lucha, Static Shock. Because it would be in Cartoon Network.
Shaolin Showdown.
Dude, come on. All the best ones.
Wait, wasn't Static Shock?
Static Shock was on Kids WB, but then they moved it to Cartoon Network.
Okay. Because what was the other one? The one that had like the Sonic show. Fox Box?
No. Kids. Kids Fox or Fox Kids. Fox Kids.
It was something with a box though. Could have sworn.
There's WB Kids and there was.
There was nothing. I don't think there was anything about a box.
Then there's 4 Kids.
Yeah, 4 Kids.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Dude, Mad.
Yeah.
No, she means about the Mad in Cartoon Network that they had. Who hasn't watched Mad, dude?
I have a DVD. Here's the thing.
That was like SNL but for kids.
Mad is one of those shows that I was like, let me try rewatching it. I tried rewatching it, like it doesn't hit as well anymore. The one episode that I remember was the one where Taylor Swift was hiding like all her exes like in a cave, like tied up.
Yes.
Like in a bunker.
They would have like the moment where they would ask like celebrity questions. There was one of Selena Gomez like, do you have like magic in real life? She's like, yeah, of course. She like drops water on the floor and she tells one of her camera crew, you lick that off the floor. You're fired. She starts licking it, starts crying, magic. It was so horrible, but I'm like, why do I like this so much?
I just really like the spies.
Totally Spies?
No,
Code
Lyoko.
Lyoko. Holy shit, Code Lyoko.
Dude, Code Lyoko was like every anime awakening for some kids.
Code Lyoko is basically like...
I'm gonna search it up.
Think of like VR gaming.
Okay.
But basically, Totally Spies and Code Lyoko were the only 2...
Oh!
I'm trying to see if I can
Those
find
were the only...
Yes!
Those were the only 2 French-style anime that actually ever aired in the U.S.
That one, Totally Spies, and...
Wings Club.
Wings Club was a damn banger show.
Yeah, my sisters would force me to watch it all the time, and I'm sitting here like, why the hell am I watching this?
Yeah. But then slowly you start going,
yeah.
Crap, I can't stop watching.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good.
They forced me to watch it.
No.
Dude, in the summer camp I was in, later in the afternoon, Wings Club would just come in, and I would at first I would be kind of curious. I would literally just wake up. I would literally just be there 2 minutes later just going, I'm actually invested in this.
What?
I'm actually liking this.
I liked it.
I thought it was really good.
Also because I had a crush on them.
Who hadn't?
I hope we can get to that point of Cartoon Network crushes.
I feel like Cartoon Network is what made my type of
Cartoon Network, Disney Channel, Nickelodeon made my future wife.
Keeping it 100.
Look, I had the biggest crush on Starfire.
Who didn't?
It was between Starfire and Raven, dude.
See, with Raven, I was looking at him like, you're a pal. You're a buddy. But Starfire, I was like, yeah.
You're that goth best friend I would have in the background that I would just hang out with.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. Beast Boy.
Dude. No,
I think Cyborg
man.
is
Cyborg would be that cool older brother that you would like. He would like give you like the coolest games that no one else can get. He can just get it for you.
Because he was the game.
He was basically a computer, dude.
Exactly. He was the game.
He's half man, half computer.
He was the system.
Yeah.
No, man.
What was the show that's like that's like Mr. Sunshine or Miss Sunshine or
Do you like know what like how their design was?
It was like because they became.
I think that
like it's like
I think that was
like a circle shaped characters and shit.
Yes,
dude. I think I know what you're talking about.
Because it became.
It was on Boomerang. It was on Boomerang.
No,
at the time.
it was a Cartoon Network because it was show after Total Drama Island, the sequel to Total Drama Island.
Total Drama Action.
Yeah, Total Drama Action.
It was around the same time when the Speed Racing movie came out. So it was 2008. So it was also when Iron Man came out.
Iron Man.
That's how I do my chronological order.
Just looking through the computer and just going like, oh, this one came out after this.
Well,
one.
I'm just like in my head. I'm like, okay. Compared to like these movies, when did this come out?
No,
I think that was the name of
Little Miss Sunshine.
No, that's the name of a movie though.
Little Miss Sunshine.
I'm gonna look it up. Oh no, it was Little Miss Sunshine.
Oh, so you're right then.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why I'm saying I'm like, okay, it probably is the name of the show. If that's what you're thinking.
One show that if we were to talk about Boomerang, this would be my number one show. That I hate that we didn't bring this up. Johnny Bravo, dude.
Oh,
How did we not bring this one up?
I don't think we're allowed to in 2024 anymore.
Not really.
Not with how he is.
I don't think we're. Because I was looking at Johnny Bravo on the screen, and I was just like, I want to bring him up, but I don't think we can bring him up.
Yeah.
Well, besides that, he the way that he is, if you get rid of that, the show in general is one of the most comedic.
What do you mean? The whole show is just sexually assaulting women. What are you talking about?
If you don't look at it like that, if you don't look at it like that, and you just look at it for its comedic,
and then she just flips and is oh yeah, like he'll get to.
You're the monkey with me. Come on.
See the face you just made. That was the whole show. Just women hitting him, quite literally, and him being.
The moment I looked at it once, because I was doing like a rerun of Johnny Bravo, I'm looking at this and I'm like. I know nowadays you're not okay, but I still love the show. Like, I don't accept, like, what it is, but I still love the show.
Right, and the thing is, I feel like with cartoons, it depends on what you like. It really does. Because for me, there are certain, like, let's say animes or even cartoons that I wouldn't watch simply because it's just not the type that I like to watch.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, then, okay. So, to take away from Cartoon Network, like overall as a whole. Like,
you still haven't answered the question of your favorite Cartoon Network.
See, I don't. Okay. If I had to pick,
if you had to pick
gun
one
to my head right now,
gun to your head, what would you say?
Fuck, dude, I might have to go regular show. To be honest with you, just because
still
like,
pretty good. Still pretty
because
good.
Because I see that and like for me, like yeah, this is me and my best friend. We are Mordecai and Rizky. We are the ones who's like, you know. Like
it's relatable.
Yeah,
it is.
We're just procrastinating and just coming up with the most random shit ever.
Not to mention, like, it takes place with people, like, who are 25, dude.
21.
No, because they basically say, like, Mordecai literally tells to Rigby, dude, we're 25 years old. We shouldn't be busting holes in the walls. We're going to get fired for this. In the first episode, he literally admits that they were both 25.
Yeah, I could have sworn they said 20, like 21 or 22.
No. I think that's,
the beginning, like the very beginning.
I think that's not Rigby. That's, not Margaret, Rigby's girlfriend. I can't remember her name.
Eloise?
Eloise? I think
it starts with an E.
Elaine?
Elaine.
What is it, Seinfeld?
Like, what is your favorite, like, not just Cartoon Network, like, what is your favorite nostalgic show? Because that one I can answer.
If you really were to ask me from between Nickelodeon, Disney Channel,
just like overall, not even. It could be Kids TV, because for me, it's a 2003 Ninja Turtles show.
That one was peak. That one was peak awesome.
Because that one, if you want to talk about nightmare fuel, like there's an episode where like Baxter Stockton's like fingers like coming off and he's just full.
Oh yeah, that he becomes an actual zombie.
Yeah,
I've seen one clip of that. I'm like, this is
disturbing. If you want storytelling, like that shit.
Okay, if I were to basically tell both of you guys, like if you had to pick your top 5, Disney Channel. This counts as like Toon Disney. This counts as like Toon Disney.
Okay.
Disney Channel, Toon Disney, that they would have on Saturday mornings. Don't ask how I know this. I spent a lot of time on the television.
I remember.
But Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon. If you had to pick top 5 from those channels.
Top 5?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like overall?
Like essentially if I were to take you to like, okay, we're going to go to the story of Cartoon Network. You have to pick the top 5 of your favorite CDs of your favorite shows from Cartoon Network.
Because if we're doing like whatever network, whatever channels.
This would be first off. It would start off with Cartoon Network at first, and then it would go on to Nickelodeon and Disney Channel.
Okay. So top 5 from Cartoon Network would definitely have to be. That one. I got.
All right.
That one is a regular show. Cow and Chicken. I don't know why. It's just that one lives in my head like rent free every day. Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah.
Ed and Eddie.
Yep.
And last one. I have to think because I was talking about a show recently. I was like, oh my god, I can't remember.
Yeah, like Camp Laszlo.
Fucking love Camp. Yeah, I can't think of Camp Laszlo just because that's another one I just like.
It's a pretty damn good show.
It's a damn good show, but yeah, for me, top 5 would be
Cartoon Network.
Yeah,
from Cartoon Network specifically.
Yeah.
Codename Kisses.
It can also be Adult Swim. Like I can also.
No.
But I'm gonna
16,
go. I'm gonna go to
16.
like another one.
Actually, sorry. Regular show. Wait, no, because I got it. Regular show, Cow and Chicken, Ed and Eddie, Total Drama Island, and 16.
Yeah.
Okay, from Cartoon Network as a whole, Candy, obviously.
Yeah, dude.
Obviously, Adult Swim was part of Cartoon Network.
Yeah, technically counts.
The Boondocks, because I couldn't stop watching.
Yes.
Bro, in middle school, we would always quote Stig Meter. It was the funniest fucking thing ever. Oh my god. Yeah, definitely the Boondocks.
Yes.
Shaolin Showdown.
Yes, dude.
Yes.
Kid version of Dragon Ball Z, essentially.
Practically. Let me see.
You said Code Lyoko before.
Code Lyoko was a good one.
Yep.
One which got me
with a banger theme song.
It the Code Lyoko.
Where you go?
We actually an episode on some like just amazing cartoon theme songs.
Yeah, let me see. So
we got time, dude.
So then, like the last one would be, let me see, Bleach.
Damn, dude.
Because listen, the 1,000-Year Blood War arc now, holy, the fuck.
I would boil it down to 5 shows. One of them would probably be Adult Swim, but obviously number 1 would be Chowder. Number 2 would be Samurai Jack for sure.
Yeah.
Samurai Jack was like the epicest show of all time. This is why it's really hard for me to pick. Johnny Bravo, if you get rid of like the whole thing, I just love the show in general.
The whole show. Got it.
But I love the show in general.
No,
it was a childhood show.
It's a great show.
It's a childhood show.
It can't be made now. But
would I look at him and idolize him? Hell no. Hell no, I do not see him as an idol.
Because Johnny Bravo this is what not to do when talking to women.
Yeah, that's very true.
But I would also say Hi Hi Puffy Amiyumi.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, come on, dude. Like, not only is it a good show, but it's also based on an actual band that exists.
Yeah, it's based off
which blew my mind.
That is very true.
And I am torn between Teen Titans or What's the Scooby-Doo? Or What's New Scooby-Doo?
What's New Scooby-Doo?
I mean, I love the original Scooby-Doo, but that one was just high peak of like, I love it, dude.
Yeah. That one lives in my head right now.
But I would also put Mad as like, those are my top 3 that I cannot choose. Mad, What's the Scooby-Doo, and
it's easier.
And Teen Titans.
It's easier with the other 2 networks because like I don't feel like their shows were as they're more forgettable.
Yeah.
Bad Boy and Chum Chum.
That's like Nickelodeon for sure.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Before we go into Nickelodeon, show.
I wasn't even hooked into Nick like that. So
Dude, there's one show that we're all forgetting here, and I hate that we forgot this. The one DC show that was high badassness.
Batman anime series?
No. Beside the obvious, Justice League. Justice League, dude.
Yeah.
It came on every single time you would see it. You're just like, I am watching a comic book being opened.
Yeah.
It is just
awesome. And then you have the voices, like,
dude,
those iconic voices.
Kevin Conroy as the #1 Batman with Mark Hamill Joker in that show.
The thing about Kevin was just like every time he came to like a con in Miami, I always saw him.
Dude.
But I made it a point to. I only talked about him with Batman once, and that's because I brought a cowl, and he signed the fucking cowl. Like it was like a cowl from the Arkham games.
That one has to like just hang on your wall at that point.
No, it's there, man.
Yeah.
Damn. So like I'll talk to him about everything else under the sun, about movies, about Broadway.
He's an amazing guy to talk to.
No, absolutely.
He was an amazing person to talk to.
He would take his time with you, and like to the point where he remembers, he's like, "Oh, you're that fucking Kevin Smith guy." I'm like, "I am that Kevin Smith guy."
Yeah,
dude, Kevin Conroy and like Tara Strong, because I know we were talking about Teen Titans. Dude, a friend of mine, he went to SuperCon, met Tara Strong.
Lovely woman.
He came on to, he went to SuperCon the next time. Mm-hmm. Tara Strong immediately remembered who he was, and they just had another conversation about
Roger Bumpus?
Roger.
Voice of Squidward.
Oh.
Him and I are friends on Facebook because I just kept going up to him and just talking to him.
That was like awesome, dude.
Just like that?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Just have any cast member.
Because that's the thing, like, there's times where I'm like, I don't have money, but I want to talk to you. So I'm like, hey, man, how are you? And I'll make it a point to not talk about the things that everyone's talking to them about.
Right.
I talk to them like a person. Like, I had a full-on conversation to the guy that plays Squidward about fucking bacon shakes. You know what I'm saying?
That's very believable, actually.
Because everyone's like, oh my god, SpongeBob, I love you. But like with me, I'm just like, dude, did you ever wonder?
You ever think to yourself and wonder what would happen if I do
die? like I start getting an existential life crisis. Like
he's like that.
Do you believe in grandfather?
Do you believe that there's a god, Squidward?
Do you think you're going to hell, Squidward?
We live in a godless universe.
Honestly, I can see you pulling that off. Actually,
it's so like I will say this, and I think like just it will be my little derail of the conversation. I've been able to befriend a lot of like celebrities like through the con circuit
because you understand that they're people too.
Yeah, so I'm sort of like, hey man, how are you? And we start fucking talking shit. The one guy, godless, like we've seen Star Wars.
Yeah. Dude, Mark Hamill?
No, well, first of all, I met Princess Leia. That's a whole that's a whole different story. I met fucking Billy D. Williams, which is
dude,
he did the most Lando thing ever. Because I went up to talk to him.
Outrageous.
I was like, hey man, I'm a huge fucking fan. And he was like, oh, that's nice. You got money for me, boy?
Billy D. Williams asking you for money.
I was like, no. He's like, okay, bye. Fuck.
I would have been like, dude, that was awesome.
I was like, you know what?
Got kicked out by Billy D. Williams. Hell yeah, dude.
I was like, that was the most Lando Calrissian thing ever. And I was like, I love that. That was my one derailment of the whole thing. But yeah.
But before we go on to Nickelodeon, I know that Kevin, you had something when we were talking about like the top 5.
Yeah, for me, like top 5 again, like Code Lyoko would be like the 5th one. Yeah. Because honestly, I didn't realize. See, the one thing I didn't realize about Code Lyoko is that it was a French cartoon.
Dude, that blew my mind when I found out about that later
Totally
on.
Spies is the same thing. French cartoon.
Totally Spies. Totally Spies, Code Lyoko, and Martin Mysteries.
But the thing, I didn't know that when I was watching it. Like
me neither.
Like, it makes sense in retrospect. Because you're like, oh, look at the backgrounds.
But you would think it's from like an anime, like Japanese or Chinese, like studio that did it.
Exactly, but no, it's a French studio. I'm like, yo, that's interesting.
Like it's weird. Not weird, but like when...
Isn't it always?
The French, am I right?
But that's not... The thing is, you think anime or cartoons, you immediately think Japan.
Well, the only one that actually is a Japan show is Hi Hat Puffy Amiyumi.
Yeah.
They confirmed it.
Excuse me.
It's in the name.
Nihao Kailan.
Chinese.
Nihao Kailan.
The fact that he's like, guys, I can understand Chinese or Japanese. Don't mess with me. I'll understand.
You know what's funny?
I was like, oh, I know Chinese. Ni hao, I'm Kailan. That's the only...
People, I swear, people used to tell me that all the time. I'm just like, what the fuck, dog?
You're going to make me go to PBS Kids shows, and I'm just going to bring up Sagwa, dude.
What's the math show from PBS Kids?
The math show was Cyber Chase, dude.
They're still trying to get their way out.
You can't do it without Gilbert Godfrey. You can't do it without you can't do it with the guy. You can't do it without
AI.
him.
The funny thing about the show, like, okay, I watch Cyber Kids. I'm like, okay, math ain't my strong suit, but I can at least understand this. Basic, like, perimeter, this, fractions, whatever. Now, when it came to the show Sagwa, until I figured out how that was...
Dude.
Until I figured out how that was written, I died laughing years later.
Because like it's supposed to like what was it supposed to do? Like it was supposed to teach kids like how to like understand Chinese like lore.
Yes, but
it just went completely derailed from Cartoon Network to PBS Kids.
No, watch this. The reason I died laughing years later. Do you guys know what the word sagwa means?
I swear to God, I would love to know.
I'm gonna be real with you. I have no idea what show you're talking about.
Have you ever seen that show?
I have zero clue.
It's about a cat.
Oh my God, I love this show.
It's about a cat.
It's my favorite cartoon. Fuck what I said before. This is my favorite cartoon.
Well, yeah, it's about a show like this cat that lives in. It looks like southern China.
It is. This is the show that it is. This is the show that it was called.
This was on PBS Kids. This like it was on Sprout. It was
on Sprout PBS Kids. Yeah.
It was produced by Jackie Chan because
that is actually pretty cool. What hasn't he produced? His own fucking show, dude. The Jackie Chan Adventures.
That was a good one.
That shit was on Kids WB, dude.
So
also on Cartoon Network, because it also went to Cartoon Network.
Yeah,
at one
right.
point.
So back to what I was saying. The reason I was dying, like I died laughing years later, because the word sagwa, at least in Chinese, it means a dumbass.
So the main character's name is Dumb.
Fucking Sabumafu.
Oh, dude.
Love Sabumafu.
It's what I told Kevin. Is I'm like, we're going from Cartoon Network to go straight going to PBS Kids.
Because because they use cartoons to teach kids.
Sabumafu was my number one show, dude.
Oh, yeah.
That and Between the Lions was my number one show.
Yo, Read Between the Lines made reading look fun, to be honest with you.
It made it so adventurous. What was even cool about it, well, you guys can't, if you guys are listening to this on like Spotify or whatever, we have like a cat in the podcast, but if you guys are watching the cat, we got Logan in the bottom part of the table, so if we're all doing this, it's because like he's under the table and we're all trying to just look at how adorable he is.
Come here, Sagwa. Come here.
How dare you just call him a dumbass?
Yeah, but the word...
He's our camera guy.
Yeah, but the word sagwa in Chinese means
dude.
an idiot. Like
this is blowing my mind.
Idiot,
man.
or it can mean an idiot, or it describes somebody that's clumsy.
This is blowing my
so
mind.
I died laughing years later because I'm like, that's hilarious.
That is the coolest adult joke of all time, dude. In
Again,
PBS Kids.
It is, but if you don't speak Chinese,
you won't get it.
You won't get it.
Oh, that's fucking awesome, dude.
My thing is, I saw how it was written out. I'm like, oh god, that's hilarious.
This is how we're gonna start this show. It's gonna be called Dumbass. But we're just gonna call it Sagwa.
I'm sure they're like laughing. Like, they're not gonna fucking know what this means.
Oh yeah.
Well, now you all know. Now you all know.
Well, yeah, because if you remember watching it, the main character Sagwa is kind of slow.
Oh no! Now I kind of get it.
You get the joke, right?
Oh no!
It describes a person that's either idiotic, kind of slow,
or just dumb,
or just flat out fucking dumb.
The reason you're not the leader of China or the cat of the emperor is because you're a dumbass.
Yeah.
Nah, but dude, Sabumafu, man.
I remember that. The lemur would be like, Sabumafu! I'm like, yo!
They would give him like treats for him to like start talking and everything. Then he'd be like a puppet.
Yeah.
That was crack.
That was pure no.
That was not a puppet to me,
clay.
Sir. That was not a puppet to me.
You cannot tell me it was crack until you got to the clay parts of the storyline.
Yeah.
That's where you felt like you were on drugs. You were tripping at that point.
Oh, yeah. The thing is, Zabumafu taught you about the environment and animals.
It would be a cool... It got me really into loving the ideas of animals and like going to the zoo and all
for
that.
For me, that was just a crocodile hunter.
Oh,
dude.
What's his name?
Steve Irwin.
Steve Irwin.
I never wanted to jump a crocodile more in my life to that
I have to give credit to Gabriel Iglesias, Fluffy, because the one joke that I will always remember that he did was like, all right, there's an anaconda. It's one of the most dangerous snakes in all the planet. One bite and I'm gone.
I'm going to touch it.
I'm going to poke it with a stick.
Yeah.
He's angry.
Yeah.
I love that, dude. I love Steve Irwin.
Steve Irwin was one of the OGs.
He was a badass daredevil.
I think that the list goes for like wholesomeness.
Yeah.
Bob Ross, Mr. Rogers, Steve Irwin.
Yeah.
Steve Irwin.
That's like the...
Steve Irwin.
Excuse me.
Steve Irwin was a gangster. I ain't listening.
That dude was a daredevil, dude.
I'm just like...
No.
He's like, I will put a crocodile's head... I will put a crocodile's mouth in my head, dude.
Yeah.
Mr. Rogers, Bob Ross, Steve Irwin.
Who?
Mr. Rogers, Bob Ross.
Yeah, you got the order wrong.
Well, I wasn't going to put it in order. I'm just naming them.
But if you're naming them, you got to put the order right.
Because I'm trying to think, there was one more person. I was like, oh, wholesomeness.
crap. I know which one you're talking about because they had like a list, but
before we
get off topic with that, it's back to the PBS Kids, which not a lot of shows that I can remember at the time.
Let me see. Read Between the Lines.
It was just called Between the Lines at that point. It wasn't called Read Between.
I know, but like Arthur.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Wait, no.
Clifford, Curious George, Bob the Builder.
Dude, Bob the Builder was a good claymation adaptation, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I miss that show. They recreate now. CGI.
Sid the Science Kid was actually pretty interesting.
That would terrify the hell out of me when I saw that, dude.
Sid the Science Kid.
The moment I saw that puppeteer CGI monstrosity, I'm like, I don't want to watch anymore.
I literally only watched that show for the science behind it. That was literally it.
Is it weird that I was the only kid that was 8 years old and watched Curious George and just fell in love with that show? I would just tune in every time after school.
No, because Curious George explored what looks like New York, to be honest with you.
It was meant to be like Chicago or New York.
No, it was New York.
Oh, yeah, because in the movie they
the man in the yellow suit.
I am.
The man in yellow hat, fucking picks him up from the jungle and takes him.
Yeah,
he makes a kidnapping happen.
Yeah, no, that's what. You gonna tell me that's not what that is? It was just straight up kidnapping.
Now that I'm thinking about it, Curious George was that show that I'm just like, okay, because I've been to New York a multitude of times, I'm like, that is some New York like shit. You gotta you take a monkey from the goddamn jungle and you bring it home with you.
So just to recap, because we have been going at this for like a bit.
Yeah.
To go back to the original question, what is your top favorite cartoon?
Well, we're gonna
just so we can circle back.
It's a perfect way to we're gonna take like a little bit of a break. We're gonna come right back, but. Yeah, Kevin, what's up with that, dude? Like, we're going to answer that later on when we get back, but...
I already answered the first one with Cartoon Network, so the other one is Nickelodeon's. I wasn't invested into Nick like that. I'll be honest.
But yeah, guys, like we said, we're gonna come back. We're going to probably answer that question. We might even get to top husband or waifu questions later on. Oh yeah, we're getting into that. We're going there, boys.
I wasn't sure if that was uncharted territory or not, but
I figured that's a whole different episode.
Hello there. Welcome back to Beautiful Day with Art with me, Bob Ross. Now today, we'll be doing a beautiful picture of COVID-19 and the effects it has on society. But before we begin, I always take a little bit of inspirational juice just to get the whole thing going. So just give me one little happy second. Oh yeah. That's the good stuff right there.
Bob, get to the goddamn painting.
Alright, gonna get right to it right here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna need just a little bit more inspiration. Sometimes you usually have to take a double hit just to get the real high started. So just give me a little bit of happy second there. Oh yeah, that feels better.
You okay?
Yeah. I'm so sorry. What were we painting again?
COVID-19 and its effects on society, Bob.
Okay. Alright, just a little bit of COVID-19 there. Alright. Yeah, sometimes you want to take just a bit more, just to let all the inspiration really let it flow. Yeah. So let's try that right now. I'm just gonna get it one last hit. Just give me a second here.
Bob, don't wait, that's enough.
COVID-19. It's so dangerous that not even drugs can help you. Stay home, stay safe, and for the love of God, don't do drugs.
All right, back to
our sponsors, Manscaped.
Whoa, now.
All right,
Manscaped, if you're actually listening, I mean, we're not gonna be disagreeing with that idea of a sponsor if you're totally down to listen.
Absolutely.
So thanks, Manscaped, for sponsoring us.
We can discuss our terms
on this episode of Children's Show.
But yeah, Kevin, if you would like to explain your top 5.
For like Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon.
I think we're going to Nickelodeon.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, so
Let me see. I wasn't into Nick that much.
because there was SpongeBob, there was Rugrats,
Yeah.
there was Hey Arnold,
Yeah.
there was Ren and Stimpy.
That one was really good. There was Angry Beavers. The fact that you did not bring that show up, my God, man.
Let
That
me
was
see.
a
Top
damn
5.
good. That was a damn good show.
Top 5 was SpongeBob. Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Fuck
was,
yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Fuck
obviously. What else?
Ned's Declassified.
Yes.
I started watching Avatar: The Last Airbender for the first time.
Which
2
one?
weeks ago.
What?
Oh, the animated version.
The
Okay.
animated version.
The kids show.
That was
The kids show.
That was nothing.
How the
And it
disrespect.
1,000% one of the best pieces of animated.
Were you like watching like the first season, or you got into the
I'm
second
on
season?
the first season right now.
Oh,
So
you're
you're
in-
on
you're-
book 1. Okay.
And from what I've heard,
dude.
it's the weakest season. So
I
I
mean, it's
just
if.
switched.
It's
It's
if. Season 2 gets really interesting. Season 3 is where like it's
My
just
thing-
There is no weak season.
No,
Not
the,
really.
Get your head out of your ass.
the funny thing about Avatar The Last Airbender, considering when it was made, it was a perfect time for it to come out
It was the best time in my opinion.
because it talks about the damages of war, and at the time the U.S. was at war with like Iraq, and I'm like,
boy.
yo, what the hell? Oh, but
No,
also,
welcome to the show.
but
about
also they
Bubblegum.
make. But I like how they did it because it's not just like, okay, you can obviously say like the Earth Kingdom is like China, Thailand,
Yeah.
and so is the Fire Nation actually.
Yeah, the
too.
Fire Nation and the Earth Kingdom was basically supposed to be like,
Japan,
northern and southern China.
The Earth, like Ba Sing Se is clearly China. Like
Yeah, they
that's-
definitely inspired by China. I think Japan is the Fire Nation. I believe. I might be
Japan
wrong.
and Thailand.
Japan and Thailand. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because of the clothing thing. But Avatar: The Last Airbender definitely.
That's definitely gotta be an episode where we just talk about it.
Yeah.
that needs its own episode.
That needs its own episode.
That's its own episode. But
Oh my god, Jimmy Neutron was also on Nickelodeon.
Jimmy
Neutron,
Jimmy
dude.
Neutron is definitely up there.
Fairly Odd Parents.
Fairly Odd Parents, and
The one show that everyone probably survived in middle school would be Ned's Declassified. Dude.
yeah, Ned's
Ned's
Declassified made high school a lot easier, but at the same time, I was focused in high school. So
Dude, I watched that in middle school. I was the one that actually
Yeah.
took down
No,
notes.
I was like, wait, hold on. So
no.
No, I meant for middle school. I watched that shit in middle school.
'Cause they
the time
were
was
in
so
middle
good.
school.
No. Thing is, I watched it when
Or
I
like
was
you rewatched it in a way.
Oh, you're
Not-
watching reruns. The reruns.
Yeah, the reruns, because I'm sitting here like, okay, if that's how high school is, like high school or middle school actually is, okay, it's easy.
Then you go into high school free, you're like, oh fuck, I fucked up.
No, but
I was wrong.
but you know what? No, actually, that's Disney. That's not Nick. Never mind.
No.
Never mind. But yeah, definitely Avatar, Jimmy Neutron, Avatar: Last Airbender, which again, just
awesome.
just
show,
awesome.
dude.
It kind of just it brings your head to another level.
It really does.
What was that other one that was kind of interesting?
Danny Phantom.
Danny Phantom. Yeah.
You mean the one show that every kid wanted to have ghost
Gotham.
powers?
Yeah.
Fairly Odd Parents, which made me hate life.
Danny Phantom, and I think the
Because
last.
think about it, it's a show where like, if your
can
life is
grab your
hard,
wish.
if
Yeah.
your life is hard, you get fairies.
Did
And
you have a terrible babysitter named Vicky?
Vicky. That's classic. But I think the last one that I would think about would be Drake and Josh was hilarious.
Hell yeah, dude.
Drake and-
Coolest show ever.
Drake and Josh was fun.
Well, I mean, it could be live action too.
Live
it could be
action.
live action.
It's nostalgia.
Like, look, if we're talking cartoon,
All right, but if we are talking about cartoon, because if we go into Drake and Josh, it's gonna be a whole other plethora
Right.
of other
Well,
shows.
okay,
but
that's all
okay,
another
'cause
thing.
if
we're strictly going with
because
cartoon.
if we're going
Cartoon?
cartoon, hold on. SpongeBob,
SpongeBob,
Avatar, Rugrats.
Our Real Monsters, because that was also a pretty good show.
Well, I'm talking about my top 5.
Oh, you're talking about your top
Jimmy
five.
Neutron.
All right.
Because I do want to go with Angry Beavers, but I think I'm gonna have to go Danny Phantom.
Oh dang! No, I'm almost in the middle between the two choices. I'm with Danny Phantom was my number one show of all time. Jimmy Neutron, obviously. Fairly Odd Parents. Angry Beavers for sure. You see, I would say SpongeBob,
How's it not SpongeBob?
but here's the thing:
How's
it might go to Hey Arnold. I might give it to Hey Arnold, to be honest. It was between Cat Dog or Hey Arnold. I was between those two, to be honest.
Fair enough. Hey, you know what? Hey Arnold hit harder.
When you become an adult and you watch that, I'm like, damn, dude.
Yeah.
This is really good.
Yeah, because, you know, as a kid, you watch Hey Arnold and you're like, oh, that's cool. But then as an adult, you're like, holy fuck, like this is something that I never, really thought about until you rewatch the series. But yeah, like I said, I was not into Nickelodeon that much because I was always on either Cartoon
Yeah, because when you look at Disney Channel, like the amount of like cartoons.
A good way to go right into Disney Channel.
Well, because that's
a good topic.
Thank you. Like that's the one I remember like the least of as far as cartoons.
Exactly.
I remember like Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. I remember Darkwing Duck. I remember DuckTales.
Yes.
Yeah. Scrooge McDuck.
DuckTales. Woo. Oh my god! Fucking Gravity Falls. There we go.
That is definitely.
And Phineas and Ferb, done, easy. I thought that would be a whole lot harder than it actually. Oh my god, Kim Possible, fuck.
Yep. This went from Kim Possible, I'm having to meet you, and she walked off. Fuck. There's a lot of good Disney Channel shows, dude. I would literally give you a bucket list. I would not have a top 5. I would have like a top 30.
Because Gravity Falls. First of all, that version of Spider-Man was not.
It was on Jetix at the time.
Yeah,
it was on Jetix.
Yeah, that is not.
So we could also do Disney XD because that's.
Well, technically, it all is.
Yeah, whatever Disney
XD, like Jetix, Disney XD.
Well, because Disney XD was just where they put the shows when they were dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so like it would be Gravity Falls, Kim Possible.
Disney XD also was catered more to boys.
That is true.
That's true.
Because Kip Patowski.
Yes,
dude,
bro.
Kid Patowski. I think there's only one show that was catered towards girls, which was Star Versus.
Yeah, and that came out like way later.
Yep.
So Gravity Falls, Phineas and Ferb.
Gravity
Kim
Falls
Possible.
was nightmare fuel, dog.
Dude, it was like Men in Black mixture with with Twin Peaks. It was like a mixture of those two.
Yeah.
It was a damn good
and
show.
the Lilo and Stitch show, because I know there's also the Emperor's New School.
Ah, dude, that's my top 5
Which
favorite
also,
one.
That's also where I got part of my type because she was so hot. What's the name of her? Cause
we're not there yet. We're getting there. Don't worry. We're gonna definitely get there. But for mine, I'm definitely gonna go with Emperor's New Groove. Was definitely
that's the movie.
Top 5 would be Emperor's New School would be my second. First one would be The Legend of Tarzan.
Okay.
Whoa. That show was just awesome in my opinion.
Yeah.
That was my first. Emperor's New Groove was my second. House of Mouse every Saturday morning, dude.
Yes.
Favorite thing to watch.
Okay.
Yes.
Lilo and Stitch the series.
Yep.
If I had to go more, I would have more. Phineas and Ferb is definitely up there, but dude, my top 5 would also be Proud Family.
Yes.
Proud Family was really damn good.
The one that they have now is kind of like
it's alright.
It's alright. It's not bad, but the way they tackle some of the topics, I'm just like, you could have done that a little bit.
You could have done that earlier if you guys wanted.
Yeah.
What is your top 5, sir?
For
Disney Channel.
For Disney.
Do you even have any?
I'll be blown away if he has a few.
I got 3 at best.
Okay.
You could say your top. You could say it. You don't have to be in the background.
Our peanut gallery. It says Recess.
Oh yeah. Yes.
I remember that
Recess.
Phineas and Ferb.
Yep.
The Proud Family.
Yep.
Gravity Falls. No, I'm sorry. The Replacements.
Dude, that was actually a good show.
That was good.
That was a good show.
Let me see.
The Replacements. The Replacements was really
my top 5 for Disney would be. Fuck, what's the name of that?
I'm trying to look for the Replacements.
Definitely Phineas and Ferb because they made summer look fun.
Yeah.
Phineas and Ferb. I forgot about the Replacements altogether, but
no, like I remember the Replacements. I'm just like, really? Replacements?
No, there's one show that I'm surprised none of you guys brought up. The Buzz on Maggie.
Yes, the Girl Scout show. Yes,
the Girl Scout show.
What's that?
No, that was a show about a girl who was a fly, and she basically lived in a world, and like she wanted to be a rock and roll stars type. Yeah. I swear to God, if I were to look for it, you guys are gonna be like, oh crap. Hold on.
Because I think the one I'm thinking about was like, because it was a Girl Scout.
Wait,
like
was that Disney Channel? Autos?
Yeah, this one.
Like, oh yes.
Auto something. Oh crap. Was that Disney Channel?
Auto. It really is. One show that I hate that I didn't put in my top 5, the Buzz Lightyear show, dude.
Oh, I remember that one.
The Buzz Lightyear show, it was definitely... No, I'm changing it. That's definitely on my top 5 next to Proud Family.
I did like Lilo and Stitch the series because that was
good, dude.
It was a good series. Plus,
that lives in my head rent free.
You got all of these cousins, and it's just like, yo... All right, fair enough.
And the fact that each episode is a different alien that you get to see, like, oh, they actually can do some good to, like, the Hawaii of, like, what they do. Like, some of their powers are actually pretty good.
Yeah, like, for me, growing up, watching Disney, because honestly, like, you kind of just stick to the movies. I didn't really stick to the shows that much.
Oh, damn, dude.
Like, that's the thing, like, Disney, like, again, that's a whole other episode, like, live action
That's
shows.
a whole other thing.
Because, like, Disney was better when it came to, like, live action shows.
It was.
So, like, if you want to talk about live action, like, that's a whole other episode.
That's a whole other library, but
that we're not getting
but if
into.
you had to pick your top 5, which one would it be?
I still can't remember that, or like Otto's something, because it was on Disney. It was on Disney. I knew it was on Disney. Like, it was towards, like, skaters, surfing, that type of thing. That's what got me into it in the first place.
I feel like that's Rocket Power.
Yeah,
dude.
I was gonna
Rocket Power, there we go.
You literally got the name of one of the characters, Otto. But yeah, that's Rocket Power,
Yeah.
dude. That's
Rocket
Nickelodeon.
Power.
That's Nickelodeon.
That's Nickelodeon.
That's
my
Nickelodeon.
guy.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, dude, you went completely off the rails with that one.
Alright, crap.
You went off the rails.
I like how it's Otto Disney. It's an old hobo of a dog from Robin Hood.
No, it's from he was the blacksmith. He was the blacksmith from Robin Hood. If I were to talk about Robin Hood, I'd be here all day, but I'm not getting into that. But
Let me see. So Disney, yeah. The only thing that sticks out is Phineas and Ferb, because they made summer look fun. No. Imagine getting away with that level of shit on a daily basis.
That's like Ferris Bueller Day Off, but for kids, essentially.
A platypus.
Patty the platypus.
Let me see. What's another one? Cartoon. Yeah, again, I'm only remembering the live action shows that Disney had. Like,
dude, it's just.
Wait, was Rugrats?
Rugrats was Nickelodeon.
I mean, the Nickelodeon.
That was Nickelodeon. Okay,
yeah.
Rugrats definitely. Those are the only two I can think of. Like, the rest are just live action.
I mean, in my opinion,
Don't.
I'm doing it. That's it. Too late. It's happening.
Why don't you search up waifu Disney characters? Like that.
Because I didn't know how else to search it.
You just don't. you don't.
But how would I know the topic of what character to talk about if I can't remember?
Just not Disney.
Yeah.
Shigo from Kim Possible.
Smash all day.
But basically now we're gonna get onto the interesting topic because I've done this with a few friends of mine and I want to talk to you, but you can tell, but it's really engaging him.
It's Logan's favorite topic.
But the topic that I want to talk to you guys about is everyone's topic, which would be like your childhood crushes from shows, essentially.
Educational degeneracy, I love it.
The fact that you just went to Starfire instantly, what really made you say Starfire?
Because the man knows what he wants, damn it.
But really though?
Yeah.
Starfire?
She was so kind and nice.
Is it because she's a redhead?
She was so kind and nice.
No. You didn't answer my question. Is it because she's a redhead?
See? I am colorblind. I don't know what red is. I just knew she had a skirt and she was nice.
It's the skirt. It's the skirt.
Is that too much for a man to ask?
No, I'm just saying. It's the skirt that probably did it for you. You just said, yes, man, I love my woman in the skirt.
But she was nice too.
I mean, fair point.
Yeah.
Like, yes, maybe she was a redhead as well. But
I mean, dude, for me, be Raven at some point.
See, but that's because you like goths.
Not all the time.
That's not Island.
Okay, Total Drum Island. If I were to say that, I would say Gwen.
Danny Phantom.
That would be Desiree, dude. Yeah, you thought I was gonna choose Sam? Fuck no, I'm gonna choose Desiree, dude. Oh, you thought you were gonna get me on that? Nah, dude. I'm picking Desiree all out. The moment that you told me, I'm like, Desiree for sure, dude.
Fair enough.
Now that we're on the topic, Danny Phantom, which one for you? For Danny Phantom.
I'm so glad you asked.
I swear to God, if you say Danny's mom, I'm gonna kick you.
Danny's dad.
What the fuck?
He had that gravel.
Jack Fenton?
Yeah, he had that voice.
Dude.
That chin. Oh.
The literal, like, weird-ass chin, that's what really gets you.
Oh, let me get around the crimson chin.
The crimson chin, dude.
Oh,
I feel really bad because we used to call a girl the Crimson Chin back in high school because she had insane.
But what about Kevin? I know you saw Danny Phantom. Like, which one would you?
Honestly, fuck.
Sam or Desiree? Which team are you on with?
Well, no. There's also Spectra. There's also Amber.
Like,
I liked Amber.
Amber had a nice figure to her, so I'm just like, alright, whatever.
Holy shit, maybe I did like redheads because I'm like Kim Possible. Like,
The girl was a fiery blue-haired.
No, I was thinking about Kim Possible.
Kim Possible. I mean, if we're going to Kim Possible territory.
Because I was like Surefire, Kim Possible.
I mean, yeah.
Shigo.
Dude, Shigo, hell yeah, all the way.
Fuck yeah.
See, but I was like, I never had a crush on Shigo because I'm like, she was a bad guy.
I'm like,
I was a good Catholic church going boy.
Well, to be fair, if we're talking about childhood crushes, then yeah, I'm with you on that. It would be Kim Possible then. If I'm going with childhood crushes.
Who else did I like from my childhood? Fuck.
You would have to like go down the rabbit hole for that.
Okay, let me correct the sentence. What can I say that won't incriminate me?
yeah.
Well, it could be from childhood crushes to now if it's like changed or anything. Because if I were to give you Mrs. Incredible, I'm pretty sure all two of you would basically say no or yes. If I were to say Mrs. Incredible. Really? Nothing? Nothing? That is insane, man.
One of my exes dressed like Mrs. Incredible.
Oh, Kevin, you for Mrs. Incredible?
I mean, she flexible, so.
Yeah, dude. Yes.
I mean, she flexible. You feel me? You can get away with some shit.
Brought to you by Manscaped.
Just change it right back to Manscaped. Just, in case you ever have one of those wandering dreams, kids.
Yeah, I mean.
Nah,
I'm trying to
dude.
think. There's one. Well, okay. What's the blonde from 16?
I think her name was Chloe or some shit.
That one. She was always very nice.
I can't remember.
I mean, if you're talking from 16, I'm definitely gonna go with
The golf one. Say you one motherfucker.
It's not her, dude. It's the girl that worked.
The redhead?
No, the girl that worked at the Foot Locker.
The redhead.
Masterson.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
Masterson.
Masterson. Yes.
Yes, I would go with her. I would go with her.
I did like Masterson, but I was like, she's too uptight.
Really?
Yeah. She followed rules too much.
No, 16. The blonde chick reminds me of, a friend that we got now. That's kind of.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
No.
I have to take her off my list if that's the case.
No.
Take her off my list.
No, not in a good way, though.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. I know what you're talking about. As soon as you said it, I'm like, fuck, that's off.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm just like, at one point, maybe, but I'm like, yeah, no.
Nigel Thornberry.
To be fair, it's by Tim Curry. Who hasn't fell in love with him? Marion, I lost the sight of my eye.
If there's any man that could get me rock hard
What a woman.
for Manscaped, it's Nigel Thornberry.
Stop trying to bring Manscaped into this. They're not going to sponsor us.
You never know.
If Manscaped, if you're down to sponsor us, man, let us know. We're
talk
totally
about
there.
fair waifus and like.
We're doing this for free. We're doing this for free, not paid.
For now.
I did have a crush on Bubbles.
Really, Bubbles, dude.
I was a child. Okay.
It's not. No, this is childhood crush. It's fine. It's that Bubbles though.
Yeah. I had a crush on
Bubbles is one of the deadliest motherfuckers. I knew somebody.
He's got a type. He's got a type.
For me, if you said Bubbles, I'm like, so the deadliest Powerpuff Girl out of the entire group. Like no bullshit, because I remember an episode to where they were doing like a combat training, and
she just goes hardcore.
Yeah, she murks like the entire training.
They're playing Duck Goose, and she tackles Blossom.
Right.
What time? If you're gonna talk about waifus,
again, it's childhood. It can be waifus, and it can be childhood crushes.
No, I know, but we're talking about childhood crushes. I think we're forgetting the most. We're thinking too little here.
You mean the mayor? No, I'm just fucking with you. I already know exactly who you're gonna bring.
First of all, her legs, magnificent. The mayor's like, I forgot her name. But like, no, I was saying like, fucking, I had a massive crush on Belle from Beauty and the Beast.
Dude, who fucking did? I thought she was fine in my opinion.
Okay,
she was nice.
Hold on.
A girl that can read in a way that you can. No, not like that. Not like that. Not like that. Let me finish. Hold on. Let me finish. Hold on.
By Manscaped.
I am calling the girl
Let me fit. But
I didn't say that. He said
but
that.
let me finish.
I'm calling your girlfriend.
Let me.
that's
Let
right.
me cook. But let me cook though. Let me cook. Hold on.
Okay, let him cook. Let him cook.
I like a girl that can read a book that basically you can. Stop.
She read her own story.
Essentially, that the way that she would read to you a story would basically be something that you would imagine the story in your head by the way that she reads it. Essentially, like the way that she reads a storybook to you would essentially be that you can totally picture in your head. What it is that she's telling you.
The funny
Nothing
thing,
wrong with that.
The funny thing about Beauty and the Beast, she's literally reading her own story.
Bestiality, yeah.
Well, not just that, she also has Stockholm syndrome.
Oh, that.
No, she's not.
You're telling me that she does not have Stockholm? Well, no, she does
but
leave.
She's not reading her own story.
Yeah.
Isn't it that she's living it?
No, they said already that the movie producer said already that she didn't actually read her own story.
Which, by the way, Belle was my first kiss ever. Like the voice actress.
What the
I'm still having questions.
So
okay,
I'm still having
well,
questions.
yeah, like,
Hold on now.
So there was like an event that like my parents took me as like a little baby to Disney World.
A little baby, we're taking him to Disney.
I wanted to kick myself, but they had like an event there where Disney print like the voice actresses were there.
Oh, okay. Like there's like the genuine voice actress.
Yeah, and like
oh shit.
like motherfucker.
and then she went to kiss me on the cheek, but I turned my head because I'm a baby. Who gives a
Turn
fuck?
the fuck around mouth.
Yeah, so Belle was my first kiss.
Oh my god, that's
Lucky
awesome.
motherfucker. That's all I gotta say.
At least that's how my mom tells the story. I don't know how accurate.
No. Just believe it.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna believe it. But that okay. Because if we're talking about like crushes, then yes.
At
Belle,
one point,
Bubbles.
Jasmine
Oh, shut up.
from Aladdin.
Shut the fuck up. That.
I feel like he's gonna say it's her eyes. No, wait, it's actually her voice. No, it's her hair.
Oh yeah. Not her.
I swear to God,
personality.
Kevin, don't tell me it's her hair.
No, it's not.
Is it her eyes?
Yes, but also just.
It's the clover.
It's her shit.
I was like, it's like, no, let's not tiptoe around. It's because she was brown. All
It's
right,
because
let's
she
not.
was Indian. It turns me on. I'm sorry.
Well, no,
Because I said she was brown, she looked at me like,
bro, Princess Jasmine. I'm just like, okay, I actually know somebody that looks like that.
Whoa.
But is not into like it was like.
Nah, dude. For me, it was Jane from Tarzan, dude.
I was gonna say Jane is also a great.
But this is the thing. I agree with some people out there. I agree with this.
Mm-hmm.
She does a tease. If you ever noticed it, she goes in a full dress that slowly starts taking off in the next scene that she has like a tank top on. And you're like, what the fuck, dude? And then the last part of the movie. And then the last part of the movie, she's wearing a bikini at that point.
Yes,
You're like, what the fuck? You're like, what the hell?
There's a picture where they're trying to like make sense of like the final swing because he's
Oh
holding.
yeah,
on to
he's
Jane.
butt clenching.
Yeah.
He's butt clenching.
Oh yeah.
I've never seen a movie the same way again.
I can never see that movie the same
So
way.
Belle, Jane.
Yeah, Mulan as well.
Fuck, who is the other one I said earlier? Bubbles.
All right.
I did have a crush on Bubbles, man.
Dude, for me it was Buttercup. I guess it was probably because she was a tomboy.
She was too mean.
It's because she was a tomboy.
She was too mean.
He's like, no, if they're me, that's not on my bucket list.
This might be a little like too new. But Rapunzel, man.
Dude, fuck yeah, I'm with you on that. Rapunzel, hell yeah.
I can see why you would, yeah.
Absolutely.
Door just opened on its own. Door just opened on its own.
And
What's crush on Mother Gothel?
Really?
Interesting.
wow.
Oh no, you brought it up. I want to know this.
Elaborate.
I would like
By
to
all
know
means,
this.
Elaborate, because I want to be curious.
I just did. Like, Rapunzel was like so cute, but then there was Mother Gothel, and I was like, damn.
Was it like the hair or was it like the rest?
It was her mommy issues that.
No!
Relax, step out.
Oh. No way.
Okay.
Nope, to each their own. Not to each their own. To
Each
each
their
their
own.
own, man.
We don't shame over
To
here.
each their own, man. We're all
Thanks
people
for
with
watching the
different.
first.
This was the first half of millions of waifu and like childhood traumas and whatnot. Good lord, man. No, would it also count if you were like in love with like Ariel? Would it also count? It's childhood crushes. It's childhood crushes.
See, here's the
so.
thing. I liked Ariel because she was very attractive, but then when she barely spoke, I felt bad. I'm like, I feel like I'm taking advantage if I were to date you. So like, I don't.
Advantage.
I'm good.
Jesus Christ. I don't think we like Kevin brought up. I don't know if Kevin ever brought up except for Jasmine. I don't know if you have like any other ones.
Other ones?
He's like, no, just Jasmine.
Nah.
She's the only one I would go for. That's it.
Let me see. Belle would be fun to chat with and drink with, to be honest with you.
Dude, Rapunzel would be like the amazingest art partner in the world.
Or coffee.
Dude, for Rapunzel though, like her and me just having like an art day, like we're just like drawing and just sketching. I would love that.
I was talking to a buddy of mine, man. He's like, who is your childhood crush? I was like, Belle. He was like, look who you're dating. I was like,
he's like, you're dating the same person.
no, exactly. It's like for you, like, are you like, because you have.
If it's a mixture between Jane Porter or Rapunzel, I'm down. I'm totally
no,
okay.
but like, like, are you dating your childhood crush essentially? Because.
No, that's a whole different topic. We're going that rabbit hole. That's a whole different topic. That's a whole different topic. I would not like to get into.
I would not put that over the air anytime soon.
But yes, as you were saying, sir.
Yeah, like, okay, for me, Rapunzel, I could, like, maybe we ask her, like, do some artwork for me. Like, that's, like, friendo.
Do some artwork for me?
Yeah, because honestly...
Drum like one of your Frenchmen.
Practically.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, but, like, it's nothing that's... Well, there's a lot of things that stood out, but it's just, like, some of the Disney princesses, I'm sitting here like, I know somebody that's exactly like this, or like, yeah, I know somebody like that. That's why I avoid this bitch at all costs. You know what I'm saying?
Kevin, before we leave this podcast, I need you to answer me one fucking question. I would just want to see how accurate this is.
Okay.
Besides her looks, tell me one trait about Jasmine.
One.
Let me see.
That's not her looks.
Or singing.
I never said anything about singing.
No, like her musical talent. But you have to say one thing about her personality-wise.
She wasn't taking shit from nobody.
That is true.
Okay.
Listen, she practically told her dad, kiss my ass.
She basically said, I'm not a prize to be won. Dude.
Exactly. She wasn't taking shit from nobody.
Exactly.
She practically told her dad, the Sultan.
So if we're all picking one waifu, which I'm pretty sure is just ending up into being Disney waifus at this point, you're picking who are you picking?
Jasmine, because one, a woman that don't take shit from nobody, that's somebody you can fuck with all day, every day.
That's fair.
And she's gonna be honest with you.
For me, the one I'm picking is Rapunzel. It was gonna be Jane, but I'm just gonna be honest. It's gonna be Rapunzel.
Yeah, I see you having more fun with Rapunzel.
It's because we're both artsy. We're both artsy people.
I thought you said because we're both autistic. I thought that's what you were gonna say.
My God.
We lived in our house for like thousands of years. We're fine.
Yeah, well, I don't know, man. She residential autistic. What do you say? Is she autistic?
Why? Rapunzel.
No.
Yeah, see, she's not autistic.
Rapunzel?
Rapunzel's not
Look,
autistic.
I want you to look at me in the face. She's not autistic.
She's not autistic, dude. Where are you getting
it's
this
from? It's
from?
not a fair assessment because she was never socialized to begin with.
Yeah, she was trapped in her house her entire life.
Yeah, she's sheltered.
She was basically trapped in COVID her entire life.
Bro,
wow, 3 of you during Autism Awareness Month. How dare
Autism
all of
If
you?
you grow up in isolation, you're not going to know how to socialize.
True.
She had a friend Chameleon. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Pascal.
Yeah.
Okay, if he has a high
I
mighty
talked to my
quack.
cat. I lived in a tall building.
So
no
who would you
friends.
say would be like your number one then? Who would be like your number one waifu then? If it's so high and mighty.
No, I said it.
So we got Jasmine, Rapunzel, Belle. Do you have one?
You have Rapunzel too.
Impossible.
Damn! Right out of the gate, nice.
Yeah.
That was a hit in a swing, dude.
See,
that was a hit in a swing.
See, because I was thinking about Kim Possible, and that one also got taken off my list.
Tiana.
For
Tiana.
Disney, you had to pick Tiana.
Yeah.
Damn. Any elaboration for why you picked Tiana?
Nope.
She cooks. That's why.
She's just like, nah. She's just perfect.
No, because she cooks.
And I like brown.
What's fair point? Fair point. Well, I think we're all. I think that's a good way to wrap everything up. So.
Yeah. Thanks, Manscaped.
So besides Nick thanking Manscaped a lot, we like to thank for all you guys listening in
For an hour and a half.
For like an hour and a half, yeah. But yeah, any nostalgia that you guys might have or you guys want to bring to the table, we don't mind answering some questions after or anything like this.
For
but
Spotify, you have like a Q&A section.
Yeah, for Spotify or YouTube or anything like that, leave your comments or anything like that, guys, and hopefully we'll be talking to you guys again soon. But with that, I guess that's pretty much it, guys.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Sign up for the Patreon.
We're gonna start a Patreon. We're gonna
podcast.
apparently start a Patreon where we're gonna do challenges. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
We still don't know.
Where Kevin gets drunk is and tells us his favorite character traits of all the women.
You know what? If this hits 1 million, YouTube, if you're watching, if this hits 1 million, we'll do it. Nah, we're not.
If this hits 5, we'll do it.
This is 5 viewers. If it hits 5 people that are not our parents or friends, we'll do it.
We'll do it.
Yeah, because that'll be a bit more interesting. Because all 3 of us have interesting. Well, all 4 of us have interesting lives.
I
we're
think
gonna.
it'd be great. She's just always on the show, but just never.
She's just like in the background, but she has like
she's just.
She comments in the background in the way.
I just play Stardew Valley every time.
Yeah, certainly that is just the background sound, the soundtrack to the show.
Hopefully, we don't get sued for that.
Who's gonna sue us? The government?